A very good day to all my listeners all across the globe. Welcome back to my podcast, George Nathaniel, and this is George Nathaniel for each one of you. Well, 2024 is a super year for each one of us. It's a year filled with opportunities, it's a year filled with a lot of challenges, and it's a year offering a lot of big things for each one of us to convert in what we call success, achievements, or raising our own benchmarks. As you'll know, my podcast for 2024 is going to relate to progress only. So today I have a very short and interesting topic to talk about. Well, today's topic is called time zones. Well, each one of us during the course of a day fall into our own various time zones. So be it morning hour, be it the afternoon hour, be it the noon hour, the evening hour, or maybe the late evening hour. So time zones definitely reflects his own importance over every zone time. And time zone definitely is another place in the forefront of action. Each one of us can't always be working or can't always be on process. There has to be times when we can sit down, we can relax, we can learn, we can engage and do whatever we like to do. And time zone is that zone where we or that time when we can do those things, where you can sit back and relax, and where we can sit back and plan how to achieve what we want to do. So, when you talk about time zones, I would just tell you one very basic thing. Time zone is that one zone where you can love what you do, but remember, find time to do what you want to do. And if you do it well, living on terms, being responsible, you'll definitely be elevating yourself during every course of time. And time zone is that favorite moment or that favorite time where we can do that extraordinary. It's not about getting to do what you want to do, but it's also getting our mind to refresh over things that we can do. So technically, we can also call it a refreshers time zone. So when I say time zone, I would say you need to relate to it in very simple terms of relax and engage, learn. So if I would look at it in a real way, I would say relax, engage, and learn. So real is actually the time zone for each one of us. So during the real time, when we say R refers to relaxing, E refers to the time when we are engaging with things that gives our mind a little time to relax, a little time to freshen up, a little time to focus on bigger goals, and out here means a bigger thing where there are times where we need to sit back and pause. So and is a time when we are pausing. And learning is a time when we've learned and we need to put it into action. So time zone is for real. And that is a time to take time to do whatever, however, but make sure it has some results at the end of it. Well, as each one of us know, in all my podcasts, I talk about key takeaways, I talk about experiences, I talk about something or the other. Well, out here, I wouldn't say there's any key takeaways, but I would say let's stick to our basics. When I talk about basics, I would say in our key takeaways, we would talk about our professional lives, our personal lives, our contribution in life, or how we can better our lives. And out here, I would like to break it up into three simple terms. One is now. Now, when we read to now, I would say engage in good habits. And the good habits would say this. This would actually refer in the sense of think honestly or think honestly in succeeding. If you think honestly in succeeding, you'll be doing good things in good habits. Tomorrow would be the next. So when we talk about tomorrow, I would say it's very important for us to be prospecting. And remember, tomorrow is something where there is more eventful story. And of course, for long. Whatever we are doing has to have a long term prospect, long term plans. The long term plans would take preparation. So out there, we need to make sure that whatever we do, it's for good. And when I break now, tomorrow, and the future or long term together, I would say we need to understand that this time is good. So, this, as I broke it up, is think honestly in succeeding. Time for me is tomorrow is more eventful stories, and good is give odds on destiny. So when I say give odds on destiny, it means we have not seen the future. We don't know what to expect. What are the expectations that can come up? But if we have a little preparation, definitely preparations make a pathway a little more visible. It gives us a little insights on what hurdles can be expected. It can tell us what all we need to do in terms of self corrections, in terms of self learning, in terms of self implementation. So, time zone is a very important thing for each one of us. Life is always eventful, so it's very important that we decorate our memories with wonderful moments. I would say for today, I have a very simple one liner on time zone. And when I say about a one liner on time zone, I would say treasure. Treasure the journey of life, the journey of storyline of your legacy. So it's important for all of us to have our own storyline of our legacies. So coming back to time zones, I'm sure each one of us has got an idea what I was talking about now, tomorrow, and on long terms. So think in terms of this time is good and prepare well so that we can make tomorrow even more beautiful, even more eventful, and even more successful for each one of us. So, as you know, I keep my podcast very simple. I keep it very precise so that each one of you can sit down and make a note of your own challenges, make a note of your own goals, and make a note of all the doables that each one of you needs to engage on. So, once again, I leave you with the two liner: treasure the journey of life, storyline your own legacy, and of course, be remembered as an individual forever. I wish each one of you a lot of success in everything that you are doing, planning to do, or engaging in. Remember, there's a lot of scope for you to succeed. There's a lot of scope for you to do better. There's a lot of scope for you to raise your own benchmark and definitely achieve bigger goals in life. I wish each one of you greater success, and of course, keep working hard, keep striving, keep sharing. I hope you like listening to my podcast, which is very simplified. My podcast, which is very realistic, it's shared on experiences. And as you know, my podcast is available across all platforms. And I also have my own blog website, which is called georgenathaniel.net. I wish each one of you all the success in life. Thank you so much. And this is George Nathaniel.